Let's get this insanity started, shall we? Hello guys, you're not the one here, and welcome back, Raptor Pack. Ugh, I say as I adjust my seat yet again today. Hello my little hivelings, how are you gorgeous people doing today? I am in pain, and a lot of it. My blood pressure was really weird today. Had to go to the doctor. The specialist for my asthma. Took my blood pressure is 116 over 90. Normal blood pressure is supposed to be 120 over 80. So it's a little way too close for comfort. So no idea what's going on there, unfortunately. But other than that, I haven't really done much today. Hold up. Haven't done much today working on a certain plush. Unfortunately, I may have missed a stitch? Question mark? What line is this? I've been working on the Huragok again. I think that... okay, there it is. Not missed a stitch, just a little lower than it's supposed to be. Well, what you gonna do? Way I crochet things is a smidge different than most people who crochet. It's why mine has a weird, or has a different, more uniform texture than most people who crochet. But I pretty much follow the same method Granny did, which is my, or was, I guess I should say, my dad's mom. So I learned from her and continue on the tradition. Making sure I'm skipping the correct stitch here. There we go. But yeah, the head of the Huragok just had to put the eyeballs out. It's weird how you feel pain in one hand, but you react with the other. Anyway, I'm gonna set that aside. So, today, short and sweet of it, is working on art because I have 4 characters I need to finish. Because they don't have any art whatsoever. So technically 4 I need to start and finish. So I guess at this point, because it's Torrance, Maloon, Goose Raptor, those are the ones I have yet to start, and then I need to finish Hickory. So I have started him. But and at the very least, all the other characters that I have some kind of art already done, even if it's not in like my newest style of doing things. I'm still very bad at drawing people, but hey, I'm much better at drawing monsters. But yeah, with all that said, I'm just gonna throw the VLC player on. You guys have already been listening to it. And yeah, so we'll go from there. I've got chat thrown in a couple places, and we'll go from there. So, I think I said this yesterday during the 12-hour stream. I did get a decent amount of sleep, by the way, last night. But I said this during the 12-hour stream that essentially I was just gonna jump right into it today. And so I'm gonna do exactly that. And it is really warm in here, but then again, I am wearing flannel. So, hobble over here. Smack that. And, yeah, let's get the rolling. I say as my chair gives me guff. So, we've got this. I'm gonna set... Where are you? Okay. So I need to get to Pleased, which is here. So yeah, I've already got stuff for Grekane. I need Torrance and Goose Raptor. Technically, I have something for Goose Raptor, but... No. 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 So I'm going to start rolling here. First things up is going to get the structure and kind of get all of these glorious layers moved. Over by a lot. And then I'll just color pick from that as I work, but start with our sketch. And I'm gonna make a reference, or not a reference, a folder for refs. And I'm just gonna get started. I may open up a third window so I can get a closer look down here. But you know what? I am actually just gonna go ahead and do that. Because this is how I've been working, like, with Hickory. It's like if I need a reference and I need a closer look, I'll just open it up in, like, this window down here. This is Sor Ornitholestes. Keep calling it Langostine. Because there's technically only one Sor Ornitholestes. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna get that all the way down. Okay. So I'm gonna... So this would essentially be a similar shape as to what Ripley will have. Or Ripley has. Let me check, see which one I put down for Ripley. See, that would be Hart. Yeah, there's Toby, GB Harley. Okay, yeah. It's similar to Ripley, but it's different. So, bring these two back. And go back here. So the raptor goose will have a different kind of setup. And it's basically where Raptor Goose comes from is the mixture between my nicknames, which is Raptor for a lot of folk, and then my Cherokee name, which is in Cherokee it's Sasa, but in English it's Goose. And so, that is how Raptor Goose was created. The main structure of the head is going to be Sor Ornitholestes. Which is also what Ripley is Sor Ornitholestes. Trying to help me visualize it a bit better. Alright. Just trying to make those shapes a little bit more 3D. Give it a bit more of a natural curve. Probably gonna try and go and find a different kind of goose. One that's native to the place where I was born. Yeah, not too worried about the tail right now. Gonna get the rest of it. Too much intact. Alright, so that structure is pretty much done. Might shift the eye a little bit more this way. And then I'll expand it. Right, let's do clean up. I have the cleanup layer set up, and then come on. This is not on the new layer, this is still technically sketch layer. Use that to define the tail. The tail, I just need tail shape right now. And now, reduce that, and let's get the cleanup. Also, I need to check. Or maybe not. Come on, mouse. I know you ain't broke. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got that. Let's build on the head. Those are a lot longer. Oh yeah, it also has the sickle claw. Alright, so with this, I'm gonna hide that, but I'm gonna bring it back later. Gonna hide that for right now, and then let's see. That's a little statue. Another one. I got a bunch of references. This one is Velociraptor mongolius. Or Mongoliensis. Which is basically just Velociraptor. It's the actual one, which is not the big tall one we all think of Jurassic Park. He's the smaller one. Ah, here we go. Alright, so let's look at the ones I have. This one's probably gonna be better. Let's see if I can't Alt-H that one there. Oh yeah, interesting thing about geese. They have teeth on their tongues. Let's see. I think, ooh, that one might be better. As you can see, I kind of got a duckload of references. Alright, let's do this one. Alt-H. I might pull a little bit more from the Canadian goose, at least in terms of like bill length, but we will start here. Okay, so the fluff comes down right about here. Now, for the goose, the eyes are back here. For the raptor, I'm gonna have them closer up here. Kind of, again, similar to Ripley. Oh yeah, that's right, I need to start using that hotkey more. I reprogrammed the hotkeys on my tablet. Alright. Yeah. That's actually angular. Let's see, because yeah, that actually follows kind of the line of the head a little bit. Oh, good grief, every time. Seems a little broken. Hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go. You know, one thing I could have looked at is vultures. Is how their head shape is. Alright. Nah. I like this better. There we go. I know technically this goose has a more round snout, but... let's see... I now have to figure out where that jawline's going. There we go. Kind of a thin bottom jaw. Let's see. Thin this out just a smidge. Hide the sketch layer for a little bit just so I can see how that looks. And go ahead and start cleaning up. These obviously, they're not going to be final lines. And I probably should realize they are not going to be final lines. Derp-a-derp. But I can make them as smooth as I so desire. Do not like that. Do not like that at all. Okay, that's much, much smaller. There we go. Round that out a little bit. Sure, I reconnect that, kinda. Make sure it's not like a truly hard separation. And this is fairly small. Going by this, it's fairly small. Yeah. I will say yesterday was actually kind of fun. Happy that we finally finished 2 games. One of which I played forever ago. And I got to put them on my little old completion log. Might raise this up a smidge, kind of like the goose bill here. Bring that a smidge closer. And kind of widen it out a little. And again, doing this without the back sketch, just so I can see it a little bit clearer. Make it look a little bit more like the reference. Uh-oh. That's a family text, one moment. Ah. Mom found another book that she wants, or would like to get. Let's make this a smidge thinner, maybe? No, hold on. A little bit of a smile. The nose is on the side. A little better. And again, probably thin out these sections. There you go. We'll say the nose is there. Angry little nostril. There we go. And bring back the sketch. So there's that. Now for the rest of the head, which is going to be fluffy. We'll start with the throat. Make the raptor neck kinda bend a little here. Gonna thin that out a little more. Gonna keep bringing this toward the body. Let's scooch that out a little bit. Give it a nice fluffy chest. Alright, let's go back to the Sore Ornitholestes. And where was that other one? Well, not that one. Where was the toy? There's the toy. Got a long way to go. Less than an hour into another 12-hour. Ha!
You need to reload!
Funny. Although, hi Timmy, how are you? Y'all did not get another 12-hour stream for this month. Pat, pat, pat. How are you doing today? The bringer of chaos? Oh, you're Unicron? That's... Or you Unicron's herald. Let's see. You know what? Let's go back to the head. Okay, the fluff starts here. Because I don't think Galactus, in terms of... Correct. No, I was about to say, it's Galactic Marvel or DC, but no, it's Marvel because there's Galactica in Marvel Rivals. Galactus just eats planets, doesn't he? It's been quite a bit since I looked. More baklava, have some of column A, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me. Oh crud, I hit that on the wrong beat, didn't I? Oh well. Yeah, that's at the end of the song. That goes to show the repeat parts. Still find it interesting how they created the genie levels so they could use that song. Let's see, trying to figure out where to tackle this next. Alright, so let's look closer at these boys. So where's this going? Okay, there it is. Looks like, I was about to say, that only looks like 2. Okay. Very thin hand. If I want to give it a thumb, I'm going to want to. Means that third digit is going to be my thumb. I wonder if I should have it more almost like a dew claw-esque kind of thing. To be thing like this. I have a very small hand. Oh. It's Capcom. Wait, is that Goof Troop? No. I think that's still Aladdin. That's still Aladdin. Alright, and so that I don't get the positions mixed up. There we go. So this arm right here is actually fairly long. Let's actually move that point up a little from where I have it. Okay. Or might not be able to. Ah, Banjo-Kazooie. The precious game. Why do I smell McDoubles specifically? Alright, let's do the box for this real quick. Just so that I'm not guessing later. Whoops. Hey, Mr. Mace mentioned Chaos and I appear. Now we just need Krolnus, Taz, and Shadov, and we have the whole quintet, I guess, in that case. Well, need to add Thanos in there, so I guess it would be a sextet. I can't think of a seventh, there would be a septet. And again, with it being 6 of y'all and calling it a sextet, I think that'd be even funnier. That's just me, though. Truly chaotic. Y'all breed chaos. Actually, do this. There we go. That's a bit better of a line. Come on. Might technically be able to have it bowed. The upper leg is fairly close to the body. That leg right there is really, really long. Alright, now I'm just doing cleanup sketch. Still technically sketchy, but less confusion, hopefully. Yeah, this right here is really, really long. Apparently. Actually, you know what? Right there would be great. Reduce that. Anyway, Mr. Mace, how are you doing? In all honesty, I think it's just the two of you. I could be wrong. Let's see. That is fairly short. So it would be more this direction. This is the one I need to move. Looks like it's also 3 digits here? Including the dew claw? Well, I say dew claw, but that's not quite accurate. Alright, now I'm just trying to get a bit clearer on my lines here. Looks like the claw is inside. Probably put it around here. Should be able to make it a bit foldable. Looks like 1, 2, just 2 are connected to the ground. Probably 1 claw, 2 claw. And by how I drew it, that actually kind of gets eliminated over there. Okay. And slowly but surely. Bring that up a little bit more. Alright, let's actually take a look. I should have a full body goose somewhere. Oh, look at that, it's right there. Hi, Amaretto. Felt something slowly touch my foot and I'm like, oh no, what is it this time? It's just the cat. There we go. Oh, freaking fluffy. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. That is on the very wrong layer. Oops-a-doodle. Amaretto, you crazy cat, you got me messing up over here. Yep, her paw is still there. Yeah, right now this is mostly skeleton. Some of these areas are definitely fluffs. More of these areas are going to need to be fluff. I don't want to do skin wrapping. which is a paleontology phenomena where paleontologists, other scientists, instead of like trying to figure out and building out a design where muscles are present, they just kind of think, okay, here's the minimum amount of, you know, flesh and guts and stuff that this thing should have, and then they present the skin as it being just like directly on top of all of this stuff, and essentially kind of like shrink wrap the critter that they're trying to recreate. That's why the dinosaurs... That's why dinosaurs kind of look like crocodiles. I think it's specifically crocodiles because gators have a bit more meat on their bones. But when you look at a crocodile's head and like how the skin is on their on their skulls, or how they look compared to what their skulls look like, that's kind of what they took, or that's kind of how they looked at it with dinosaurs. Were like, oh yeah, this is totally makes sense. Let's do it for the entire body. You know what? This little dimple is probably not a bad idea. Slowly bringing this up. There we go. And come back down here. Judge that skin connection. And I'm using a mixture of like I can see my navigator, but you guys can't really see it. Because my camera's in the way. But that's also why I kind of have this over here. It acts as like a second navigator. And also, that way it gives me a window that's like, oh, I can do like a quick look. It doesn't update until like I entirely stop. So even though I'm doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't update until I do a longer pause. This is going to be a bit hobbly. That reminds me, completely and utterly random, Mr. Mace, do you want me to change your tagline? The one I have where it says the Englishman and his pup returns. Ooh, I am tired. Then again, I streamed for 12 hours yesterday and normally only stream for what? 3 to 4? Okay, looks like we're getting closer, so I'm gonna go back here. Start building that way. I'm trying not to let my eyes zone out and just kind of go based on vibe. Been kind of doing that quite a bit today. Alright, let's see what all is missing. A lot less than I was expecting. Alright. I might make the head a bit more fuzzy. Excuse me. Let's see. Alright. Let's see if I can't widen this just a bit. A little too chicken leggy. Yeah, these aren't gonna be actual final lines. But that'll give me, should give me a decent starting point. Alright, let's clean this one up. Kinda want to do this one without line art. Not necessarily in terms of process, but in final version. Okay. Let's do lines -1. It'll be mostly fixing this stuff. And I'm just giving this a bit more fluff. Might do the skin wrapping technique here on the hands, but anywhere where there's gonna be feathers, I'm gonna make it fluffy. Because why not? Might keep the upper arm here, though. Might keep that bulked out. There we go. Come on. Alright. I need to take care of something real quick. I know I'm only like an hour in, and it's still a hot minute before we get hit with ads, but I need to take care of something real quick. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna run ads just to kind of knock them out again. And we'll kind of go from there. So I'll probably be more than 3 minutes, just FYI. But yeah, just so heads up. So B or B. Alrighty. Got food cooking currently. So hopefully that will help. Fingers crossed that it will help. And also, the husbando is going to get me some caffeine. A completely and utterly unrelated note, I finished another gas ball for the Huragok. Thank you! Come on. And I already submitted my feedback for the book formatting. Because right now, like, it looks good. And I'm happy with it. And I should probably bring that back. There we go. I think what I'm gonna do is, because I don't want to do the line art for this particular critter, is I'm going to line all the fluff and then do the lines for like the hands and the feet, because the head and neck and most of the body are kind of how I want it. Then I can add the feathers to the tail. And again, kind of like Ripley in for a little bit. I might actually squash this a bit more. You know what? I think I'm gonna do just that. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take this. Whoops! That is not what I wanted. I'm gonna take this. I'll go whoa, what was that? No new guide. But, since I'm gonna move that back, I'll go ahead and get the hand done. Let's see. I probably should take a look at crocodilian hands. Though I don't exactly want them pudgy like that. Got very long, slender fingers. Similar to me, weirdly enough. I have very long fingers. Alright, so this section of the finger will actually be kind of short. Because the Saurontholestes has some pretty gnarly looking claws. So, let's see how that actually be built. I'm going to make the cleanup vanish real quick. It might actually... God, it's so lanky. Might have this whole finger segment be that claw. Have it come up from here. That is really long.
Hey, you're after mine.
What is it, Gregory?
Did you remember to take your medicine?
Yes and yes.
You didn't. Go get food. Take it if you haven't. You need to drink some water.
Jiminy Cricket, hi Thanos.
Hey, you're after mine.
What is it, Gregory?
What's a posture?
It's how you sit.
Chat wants you to check it.
Ugh, snap, crackle, and pop. How are you doing today, Thanos? Have I eaten? Yes. Am I any less tired? No. Speaking of eating, thank you.
Taquitos!
I've technically, though, not eaten dinner until just this very moment. Thank you, dear. Husband made me some taquitos. And I am technically sitting correctly. I have the least amount of pain in this current position, so I'm gonna stick with it. And then medicine I don't take until for another 30 minutes. Let's see. Alright, and let's bring back the cleanup sketch. Oh man. Well, you know what? I can duplicate this. Control C. Control V. Did not do what I wanted it to. Nope. I like how I curled that, so I'm gonna just put this here. And go back to this. Give this a beefy finger. Yeah, maybe I am a bit more white than I initially thought from that 12-hour yesterday. I'm still an upset spaghetti that I am this tired, but okay, yeah, maybe the reason for it is... I will say that's one thing I didn't talk about yesterday is why I will never do like another 24-hour stream. And that is because the last time I tried to do 24 hours, I nearly died. Because like it was for the, I think it was like one of my very first charity streams for Stack Up. It was around hour 16 and my body started shutting down. Needless to say, that was kind of scary. So I promise never to do another 24-hour, or attempt another 24-hour ever again. Okay, I actually want to scoot this section back by a lot. Okay. That is why that is how it is. Maybe I should do like an FAQ. Let's see. There we go. go. Do. Also, completely random, for those of you who know of Wick David, has anyone heard from Wick David? I haven't heard from Wick David in a long time. Is he okay? I said I was gonna move that up and squish it. I want that a little closer to the body. Wondering why that wasn't working. The Alt E A V. This is actually going a lot better than I was expecting it to. So I'm going to merge these 3 layers. And then start building the hand and arm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of self-reference over here. And I think it's about center here and the beefy fingers. I just realized this almost has kind of like a toe bean with the claw on it. Kind of like a cat. Precious gatos. And let's increase that a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh. Nom 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 nom. I might scoot this back as well. Now, I'm not as worried about this one not looking like good human anatomy because this critter is not human. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. That should hopefully make the pain in that side go away. Hopefully. If only for a smidge. Whew. Ow. Alright, I'm gonna pobble over to here. I think I'll move it up just a smidge. Put a little bit more in line. There we go. And just... Excuse me, goodness. Alright, I'm gonna open my sody water. Excuse me. Goodness. Alright, let's move this a little bit up, not too much. What on earth? Alright, and then I'm gonna bring this down. Just kind of fluff a little bit more. Trying to make that a little bit more fluffy. I have stabbed my lip with a taquito. Okay. Oh, right. Need to finish the feet. I'm gonna merge that down. New layer. Alright. Let's go back to this guy. I'm actually going to follow it kind of here. But I'm going to take the goose into account. This is also going to be similar to how I draw Ripley. Basically, the fluff is going to stop there. but the feet will be bear scale. Oh. Actually, just realized, looking at that, because of how the claw is shaped, once again, I kind of need to do the toe bean thing here. Admittedly, this kind of looks so much better by doing the little toe bean thing. I am not gonna lie, I kind of wish I had figured this out a long time ago, but better late than never at this point. Excuse me. Oh, another Dr. Pepperberg, goodness. Gonna increase the size of this. Which, in all honesty, it makes sense to do so. There we go. And then Control S. Actually clean that up a little bit. I make that a little bit more in agreement with the plane here. I'm gonna laugh if I just put it back where it was. Yeah, I did. It's a little bit better. Only a little. There we go. Actually, looks pretty good. I'm actually gonna curve this a little. No, I'm not gonna curve this a little, I'm gonna curve this a lot. Little pad of flesh. It's not too bad. It's an improvement, at least. Oh god, when I update Uniraptormon's ref. Ooh, the lolly. I'm kind of dreading her toes. Actually, I'm dreading her hands and her toes. Bring back cleanup. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. Now I have to figure out the tail. Pardon me. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have the tail be similar to Ripley's. Alright, let's try and get like the attachment points here. There we go. You know what? I'm gonna make it even bigger. Why? Because I flippin' can. And it's my critter, so no one can tell me no. I mean, even if you could, if you try to tell me no, too bad, I'm not listening. He's my goose raptor. Why do I immediately default to frickin' Russian accent every time? This is just a fun accent to mock, I don't know. Whoops. And that is the notification that I need to get my metformin and my tea. I'm just glad I actually played. Alright. Let's see. What colors am I gonna make this? Actually gonna merge that down. Let's do base color layer. And I'm actually gonna pull from the goose. Let's do you. Excuse me. I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. I'm basically going to build on top of this. Thank you. Yeah, as long as I stay inside the outline, I'm not gonna be too worried. Oh, thank you. Eh. There we go. But yeah, the reason I'm doing it this way is, one, I kind of want to try a new technique. It's similar to how Trent Kanuga does art. And two, I have discovered that by doing the color layer with pencil brush instead of my normal, or the brush that I use for the line art, when I hit fill, so basically when I use bucket tool, when I use the bucket tool, it will fill out very, very nicely. When I get past this hand, I'll bring the opacity back to normal. From 45 back to 100. Alright, I'll probably need to do or decrease the opacity, yep, here. Oh, I didn't draw the thumb here. Oops. Oop, thank you. Alright, so let's see, it would have been right around here, I think? You know what? Nah. We'll just say the thumb's tucked here. Save me a little bit of time. Because it is the 25th of April. And this animation gets posted on the last day, and I have not even I haven't done timings yet for this animation, so I've got a lot of work still that I need to do. That funeral stuff really threw me off, to say the least. It still sucks. I forgot to put the dew claw. Dag fucking gummit. I thought I was done. Completely forgot about the gut slicing claw. Yeah, no getting away with hiding that one though. Pause that right there. I'm gonna hide that, do this, shift back, do this, and then no, that actually needs to be much further down. Essentially, because of... that's where it bends. It bends essentially here. Oh boy. I think... make that a little bit wider. Essentially have this toe raised. So what I'll do is this right here is just gonna get moved over. No. There we go. Drop that. Hmm? Baseball game, so can't say, but I thought I appreciate that, Goldie. I hope you're enjoying your baseball game. Oh yeah, and tell your brother happy birthday. If I remember correctly, it's his birthday today? Question mark. It's a bit cold here, but we're having fun, and yesterday's birthday. Okay. Tokyo. Let him know. Alrighty. Thank you, thank you. Hope your day continues to be going well. May it warm up for you, just not too much. Because I know how you are with the heat. Let's see. Yeah. See, I remember sometimes. Alright, so since I gotta deal with the claw. There we go. Hugs, have fun. Will attempt. Hopefully, if I'm fortunate, I'll be able to finish this character by the end of stream. That would be nice. Zoom out a little bit. I'm okay with that. The Vanda Boots. Hmm? Oh, I said Vanda Boots. So you are wonderful. Alright, and bring that full opacity back. Hmm. And my pencil around. Or I guess technically my stylus. Oh, so for those of you who are in chat, would you guys like to see Hickory before he gets completed? I may not do Hickory, Mulloon, and Torrance. I may not do those on stream. Very least with Hickory, it'd be finish Hickory on stream. Because he's got his shirt, he's got his beard, he's got his pants, he doesn't have shoes yet. And the way I'm drawing him is I'm essentially building him, or building that particular picture like it's going to be a ref page, because in the end it is going to be a reference page. I also need to decide how many characters are actually going to survive this trilogy. Right now, I only have 5. I was about to say 3, and then I'm like, wait a minute. This right here, maybe. Might be why that's happening. You know what? Let's add a little bit more of that. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Oops. Okay, almost back. There we go. Getting somewhere at least. This I should be able to do. Boop. And ooh. I like that silhouette! Oh, that actually looks pretty good. I'm quite pleased with myself on this one. Excuse me. Alright. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna bring these lines over. And then we're going to figure out the rest of this. Let's bring this back. Alright, so this is the color palette. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna go back down to the base color. We're going to do flip it mask. You know what? Let's see what it happens if I combine these two colors. I like that one. Merge down. Let's see. And then we're gonna do the skin layer first. Whether or not this is gonna end up being shaded, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna find out together. All right. So I'm not worried about the outside of this just yet, because that will get fixed in a moment. I'm worried about when it actually goes onto the thing, like here. Okay, looks like I forgot a spot when I was making my lines. Might add little tufts of feathers there then. So now we are going to parse out each section. Let's see. Well, might as well do all of the skin. Anywhere that's not feathers. Now scooch in here. I may change my mind and go back and do line art. Thankfully, with this right here, with like my cleanup, the line art is good enough to where I can just do another cleanup of it, essentially. And it be fine. The hands definitely are good. You know what? Fluff it. I'll build on top. Real careful there. Slow and steady in those places. There we go. And then I can just do east. Bloop. There we go. That really? Oh my word, it is. Huh. Alright. Color me surprised. Let's see. Well, we do the eye color next. Do eyes. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to do that above the cleanup. Yep. Right, because I filled that in. And I'm debating whether to have black scaleras, because that is kind of a design feature I've been kind of enjoying lately. Is having like these bright colors, but instead of white around them, like say you go wide-eyed, having them in pools of like void. You know what? I'm gonna do exactly that. Because why not? So I'm gonna hide that, and then turn that bitch. Actually gonna change that and go ahead and kind of smooth out those edges. I need to zoom out. We'll do the same over here. Instead of using the pixel, I'm just gonna fill her in like so. And that will be how I do that. And then the eyes will sit, break the mask, right on it. Also identify some of the problem area. There we go. And I'll smooth this out a little bit. Pixel brush. And then we'll do normal brush. There we go. Ah, already looking pretty good. Alright, so next I'm gonna do talons. What color shall the talons be? No. I don't want them to be black, but I want them to be dark. Okay. Love it. I'm gonna hide clean up real quick so I can fill that in. Actually, I can switch to this, but use a smaller thing here. There we go. Do like this. Alright, let's hide that line to see how that looks. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, so for the talons, I'm definitely just gonna need to straight up use normal brush. You know what? Let's decrease lines and then clean up sketch so we can see a little bit better. Oh, this works. Want to get the outline, do that, and boosh. Let's go over a couple things. That works. Worked way better than I was expecting it to. That'll soften the edge. I'm keeping it's easier to deal with. That way I don't have to color in the whole thing. I think that really it for the talent? Okay. Huh. Huh. Alright, so let's do new layer and call it feathers. Alright. Gonna do this. No, I probably need to do this above the skin layer. Do that. What I'm gonna do with that is like, trust me, there's a method to my madness. Not as worried about whether or not this will be an issue, because the feathers are going to need to be on top, well, kind of obviously, but the feathers will be feathered, for lack of better phrasing, on top of everything else, so it makes sense that it should be on top of. And I can adjust things as I go. So I'm not worried. Not worried as much. Still worried because I gotta get this done. But yeah, that's why I'm not worried. What is it, Grekane?
You need to stretch.
You sure about that?
Yep.
Alright, give me a few moments and let me essentially finish this coloring thought. Alright, gonna gently do that. Hi, Taz. How are you doing today? Ew. Seems all but, what, 2 of my Chaos Gremlins have showed up today? Excuse me. Alright, I shouldn't have any holes. There we go. Chimney cricket, this is gonna be fun. Maybe not make it pure white. Let's go with, that looks good. I like that. Kinda better? Well, I'm good. Slept a decent part of the day. Oh, it sounds like you finally got some sleep. Well, that's good. I know that can be difficult. Like me, for example. Excuse me. Alrighty. Oh, it's not too bad. We're getting somewhere at least. Alright. Zhoosh, all the way up here. Move that down. Down one more. Alright, let's see. Gonna keep that one. Gonna keep that one just for small anatomy changes. That one for texture. I can get rid of this one. Well, not rid of, but I can move that one. Hi, kitty kitty. I can move this one. Slowly bring them all back. 2 months of fighting with allergies. Oof. Hi, Amaretto. Those are never fun. Alright, so I need to hide the goose raptor up top. Okay, there we go. And I can see these. Here we go. I might keep that one for texture on the goose beak. Let's see. What's this one? Okay, that's the Canadian goose. Let's see. Might keep that one for shading. Where's that other one? Positioning. Spring is the worst season for them. Yeah. I can definitely see that. He's so cute. Okay, I can actually see the texture of the feathers on that one. This one, I will make Skadoodle. Let's see. Not doing the inside yet. For the mouth. Rid of those. I think that was the one I'll keep. This one I'm done with anatomy. This one's so pretty. Oh yeah, length of the neck. What kind of quacked up stream is going on today? I need to get characters done for the animation that is due in like 5 days. I have 4 left. This one I started today, Raptor Goose. I've got Hickory that I need to finish up, and then I have Maloon and Torrance that I need to draw because I've never drawn those 2 before. If I have time, I'll try and update other art. Because I technically have to redraw Uniraptormon as well. Because she has an animation, or she has an extra frame for her nightmare form. For the animation. That again, that is due like in 5 days. So yeah, this is just me trying to get these suckers done. But... oh yeah. Let's see. Right now I'm just trying to organize all my references. Why the fuck would you even joke about that, dude? You know how many people that's gotten killed? Like, I know you probably say that as a joke, but... nah, man. Pat, pat, pat. But yeah. Alright, so... Oh, hold on. You don't have to leave, dude. You don't have to leave. It's just, that's a joke too far. You found the limit. Unfortunately, you found it the hard way, but you have found the limit. Alright, so let's grab that and rearrange, or attempt to rearrange my desk. There we go. Now I can reach the thing better. Alright, so that's the color I'm working with. Let's make that a smidge darker. That's at 87%. Bloop. Okay, let's attempt to do some shading. Here goes nothing. Alright, copy feathers, create clipping mask, and not that one. That's good. Let's see. How am I gonna do this one? Do the edges of the feathers. Alright. Alright. So let's do copy. That works. Alright, I need to make the cleanup vanish real quick. Here. Anyway. Alright, bring that back so I can see where I'm at. Alright, let's see. Oop. Oh, chimney. Cricket. Hi! Thanks there, Streamlabs. Welcome in, welcome in! Oh my gosh, that's pumpkin guy. Hi! Goodness. But, hold on. Brain's gotta reboot real quick. Not today, it was Steve. I stand corrected. Well, thank you, Steve, for the raid. But Ill Will Press, thank you very much. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm up here in the upper right-hand corner here. I am Unarctabon. I'm a sci-fi fantasy author, freelance artist, animator, podcaster, variety Twitch streamer, game developer, among many other things. So, thank you for the raid. Welcome back to the Hive.
Hello, Uno in chat. Happy Friday.
It is a Friday, indeed. Excuse me. Pardon me. I've been drinking Dr. Pepper. But today I've been working on, characters I need to get drawn and done for the animation that is due at the end of the month. Bless you, 10 out of 10. I appreciate that. But Tungsten Wolf, ooh. Thank you. Thank you for that. But hello, Tungsten Wolf. What is up, Icarus? Random fan crone witch. Hello. I see you are as hyper as Pilsy today. Brava. But yeah, I've pretty much just been focused on trying to get this particular character finished. I started at the beginning of the stream, and now I'm on to shading. So, progress at the very least. It's been a bit of a slow day, I will admit, but at least things are getting done. I've got this one and 3 other characters from my sci-fi novels to get done. So, move. Alright, merge down. Let's do merge down again. And then I'm gonna bring this down. Create clipping mask. And that cleans everything right up. Said he would be lurking, he's hungry and going to eat. Alright, that's good. That's good. I appreciate the lurks. Alright, so now I need to figure out the shading for this. You know, grab both. I'm gonna do a little bit. Well, no, that's kind of a warmer color there. I'm gonna do that. Do and copy. Oh boy. This character's design is very new. So I'm kind of having to figure this one out a little bit as I work. Alley-oop. Scooch that that way. Let's do that there. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, shenanigans within reason, just let me know. Please no jokes about swatting because now I am paranoid. Alright. Gonna gently dot that. And then try. There we go. I'm not too worried about some parts of the shading, just because when I snap it down to the base color layer, it'll clean right up. There we go. probably do some darker shading in this area. Because that's mostly hidden. Alright, so the shading there I'm gonna have to be careful of. And then denote that there's some stuff there. Right. There we go. Alright, so let's remove cleanup lines. Not bad at the very least. She doesn't stand out much yet, but she will soon. Alright, let's go in, do another copy, and then start. Not zhuzh. Ooh, too big. There we go. Start doing the mixing up here. Just trying to get. Don't need it too thick. Hmm? There we go. That shading should do that, hopefully. And then just kind of mix it here to get it a bit lighter. Not too worried about that area because this layer is going to go underneath the feathers. But there we go. I see movement out of the left part of my eye, so I keep thinking there's something going on in chat. Let's see. Let's actually do a small little highlight here. Make this right here pop a bit. See how that looks without the cleanup. Not great. Not terrible. Hey Elizabeth, what's up? How you doing? Alright. What is it, Grekene?
You need to drink some water!
I'm gonna drink some tea instead. Home from... Ooh! Physical therapy sucks, but Hey, massage. Is it, trying to remember what you went in for. Your back, I think? Was it you that was having issues with their back? Worked on back, hips, and shoulder. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at the cleanup. That actually is looking pretty good. I probably might add a little bit more there. Just to make this area pop a bit more. There we go. Almost kind of a vulture-y look. Neck, cause mentioned that I feel like I was choking when I lift my arms about. Ooh. Yikes. That is kind of terrifying there, my friend. Not gonna lie. Alright, so let's remove this. Hmm? Hey, they fit spilling the tea, are we? Goodness. How messy. So what is the tea that shall be spilt today? Let's see, I might actually move the lines down, pull the muscle behind. Ah! You pulled the muscle behind your esophagus. How the fuck did you do that? Goodness! That is something. Jiminy Cricket. Alright, may I actually use these a lot? Whoops. I was on the wrong layer. But I might use the lines here to add shading. Come and did it again. Not a strong enough shrug emote. Best guess is slept wrong. Felt that. But also felt the sleep at whoops. Color replacement tool. I need to remember that exists. Clearly, I don't ever use it. Alright, and the foot. There we go. I think this one I can get away with just the shading. And since these lines are pretty clean, I think I will use them for shading like the darker areas. There we go. Alright, I think that's all for the skin. So going to merge down. And then boop. Ooh, da lolly, that cleans right up. Alright, so I'm actually going to lightly feather these edges. where feathers meet skin. Don't have to really do that there. Alright, so talons, not really gonna do much with them. Plop that down. Let's remove the lines here. Gonna bring the lines back, gonna come down here. Holy cow, I did a good job there. Oh, Jiminy. Alright, let's scooch out and do that again. Wow. Wow. I did a lot better than I thought. Some of these areas, I very much still need the line, like right there. But that's not bad. Alright, so we're gonna do feathers copy, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come in here, grab that, and then going to gently and carefully add shading in these little areas. Not a lot, just enough to do a bit of a delineation. Basically anywhere where there is a line that is definitely in shadow. Just gonna add this, and then we're gonna blend it. To try and help. Like I said, with delineation. Alright, we got ads in about 30 seconds. I'm probably just gonna keep working through the ads, if I'm entirely honest. And I'll try not to talk too much, I guess. So that way you guys don't miss out on any conversation. Or we could just be like, yo, let's go. Let's yammer about stuff. Alright, right there. Alright, let's remove the lines. Not worried about that there, because when I copy it over, it will pop out. Alright, we're gonna do another copy, just in case I do something I'm not a big fan of. And I do too much of it, which is always possible. Like I said, just gonna try and soften that up just enough so we get a delineation. And there goes the ads. Hope you beautiful people are doing alright today. Again, just trying to soften that up. And actually scooch this a little. Not much, but enough. Increase that a bit. Whoa, what the heck? Alright, what's going on here? I don't know what just happened. I didn't like it, but I don't know what just happened there. Yikes. Alright, let's see if I can push this a little bit this way. And then push that this way. Might actually add a bit more shadow here. Hee hee. Hee hee. What did you do? What did you... Oh my word. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Muchas gracias. Also, Icarus, thank you earlier for the resub. Apparently there's a backlog somewhere that I don't know about it. Welcome back to the Hive.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, thank you, Icarus, and thank you, Elizabeth, for your subscriptions to the channel. Muchas gracias. I greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's do here. Alright, might increase that again. Ooh, I'm gonna have to fix that. That actually turned out pretty good. That right there, I need to... Let's bring up the cleanup line. What is that supposed to be? That's what that's supposed to be. Okay. Let's put down a little bit more shadow here, then. Mix that in. Bring that over. Do that one. There we go. Do that a little bit more, just to give it enough to where it'll actually stick. Oh, it's doing this again. I will figure out why that keeps happening. This might take me a hot minute. Might be... Oh, okay, I think I see what it is. Need to add that there back and essentially just reshape that. There we go. Almost like a sculpture. Okay, so let's bring lines back and then clean up. Let's do that here. Kind of help with that a little bit. Zoom out, and then again, just kind of mix that in a little. And remove both of those. Really smooth that out. Alright, now let's do the face. Going to merge that down. I think that's pretty good on that. That's done, that's done. Alright. So let's do the eyes. So I've got to bring this back. I'm gonna zoom on here. I need the color palette for the eyes. So that's a nice dark. That's our light. And I'm gonna shade the eyes first. And then I will draw on the pupils. Let's do release clipping mask. Create clipping mask. There we go. That way I don't have to worry as much about that. Ooh. That was bad. Alright. Essentially just kind of constantly bringing that up. Alright, so let's do merge down, create clipping mask. Ooh, there we go. That is not bad. Alright, so I might bring this one down just a bit. Just in terms of size. And then pop down here. Kinda do that too. And then I'm gonna smooth this out a bit. I'm gonna have to go around the full thing and do that, but at least you got a nice little start. And then let's bring, is it lines or is it cleanup? It is gonna be cleanup. So I'm going to do a new layer. Then I'm going to go over this. There we go. Alright, so I've got to go in and let's remove those lines. I've got to go in and gently Let's bring cleanup. Yeah, let's bring both of those back then. Very least bring up cleanup. Just gently. We'll check it. Hold on. Woo, way too big. Way too big. Alright. Wrong thing I'm smudging. Here we go. I think smudge might be my better option here. Let me remove cleanup. Yep. That is very much my better option. Fortunately, smudge is gonna take a hot minute to do. Because it does not have a shortcut, unfortunately. I wish it did. I'm gonna bring cleanup back. Actually, not gonna bring cleanup back. I'm gonna remove that, then remove that. And then continue to do this. Go in. I'm gonna bring the talons to the furthest that I can there. If there is a faster way to do this, I don't know it. So, I'm doing it this way. And it shouldn't take me too long to do it, I hope. Like I said earlier in the stream, if I can get this done this stream, I'll be golden. Well, maybe not golden. Definitely bronze, though. Ooh, right, I gotta go back in and do that one. I'll do... There we go. We'll do that after. Get all this done. Whoops. That was too much. There we go. And you can kind of see what's going on the other window. All right. Slowly but surely, we're getting it done. Alright, so I've got the hand, these feathers, tail feathers that kind of look a little bit like a paddle. We gotta give them better definition. Looks like I already got some of these. If it's a bit feathery, that works because this character is covered in feathers. Might give it a winter coat, though. That seems like a smart move. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to hide the rest of these references for right now. Hide that. We're going to do merge visible. Control A, Control X. Hobble over here. And then in Goose Raptor, we're gonna wow, that's a lot bigger than I was expecting. There we have the Goose Raptor. Going to delete that. That's not too bad. At the very least, it is now placed. And we're gonna go back here. Gonna do Control Z, if it will let me. Why is it gone? There we go. Merge canvas, layer order. There we go. Whew. Alright, that's a lot bigger than I was expecting. Alright, I'm gonna bring the background back, but I'm gonna do Control B. Not Control B, Control L. There we go. Trying to remember how to do that. Alright. Alrighty. I need to fix that. Gonna bring lines back. Do that. Click on that. Gonna do duplicate layer. It's gonna knock everything clear. But let's move that there. Oh, this is gonna be worth it. Shrink that. Going to remove lines briefly. Pretty sure I can tell where that line is. Sure that's there. There we go. Oh, that already looks better. Gonna add this here. Just to give it a little bit more separation. Just a little, not a lot. And then gonna do that there. Alright, I think that's good. And then the tail. We're gonna do merge down. That's still got clip and mask. Talons, create clip and mask. And then feathers, we need to bring the line back. Duplicate. I gotta bring back the other set of lines too. I wonder. Nah, that's not gonna work. Cause yeah, that's technically white already. Well. Oh well. Grab this. And what I'm gonna do, that is the wrong one. Alright. Let's decrease that brush size. There we go. There's that. I'm gonna do a little bit here, not a lot. I think that's pretty much the only area. A little bit lazy, but meh. We're going to merge down, create clip and mask, remove the two lines. That's better. I think the harder delineation right here is actually helping it a bit. Soften it just a tiny bit though. Hold on. Ooh, no, 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 no. So that hard delineation actually needs to be right here. Let's bring this. Gonna do that. Where's the others? Is that the only one I brought? Yeah, that was the only one I brought back. Okay, there we go. And then let's go here. What I'm gonna do is make it fuzzy. Ah, I missed a part. I missed a spot. Feathers, and just kind of soften that. Not a truly, like, super clean line. Because it doesn't really need to be. It's okay if it's got, like, a little bit of edge. Spot right there needs cleaned up. That's good. And just a little bit right here. I'm gonna soften this edge up. A little bit there, but have my shift kind of be around here. Okay. The Goose Raptor is finished. At least for the sake of the animation. So we're gonna do merge visible again. Control A, Control X. Pop that back there. Go here. Computer. Boop. And we will. Boop. Yakasha. Control S. All right. Making sure that be what it be. Punch tool. Alright. Control S. Alright. I believe I'm going to call that there for today. So, with that said, any suggestions on who we should raid? If not, I'll pick someone at random from my list. Depending on whoever's on. Making sure that's saved. Go here and go ahead and kick out of that. Let's see. Someone I'm following, preferably. Because I know Zombie's on. I'm pretty sure Zombie's on. I know she was playing, Schedule 1. Operation Touch Grass. Oh my gosh. Let's see. So Zombie maybe active because active is playing Marathon. So you guys want to watch Marathon or Schedule 1? Any choices? I'll go ahead and kick out of that. I kick out of a bunch of these programs. That I need to keep because I'm going to be working on stuff from that. Ugh. Ew. Snap, crackle, and pop. No me gusta. But not bad. 3 hours, 30 minutes, give or take a minute or two. Not bad after having doing a 12-hour stream yesterday. I think between the two, I think you guys would probably like Zombie Pandemic better. Active is a sportscaster. Primarily for Halo, but because Halo's been having some issues, he's still a sportscaster for Halo. But he in all honesty, he's still he's having a rough time trying to find like a new first-person shooter to to commentate on. And I think Marathon is kind of currently the like prize of his eye, or apple of his eye at the moment. So with all that said, we're gonna go raid Zombie. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Dave the Diver, which means I'm returning finally to the no death run for Dave the Diver. We'll see how well this goes. It's been a while, it's been a hot minute since I have played, so we will see how that goes. There's also the chance that the new DLC will proc, and if it does, I'm going to be postponing the next 2 bosses. Because I know what 2 bosses are next. They're gonna kill me. Spider. Brought back dire wolves. What would you like pay if they brought back raptors? I mean, technically they could do that. There's been studies on chickens where they found the gene that turns on essentially to, instead of making a chicken have a long tail, there's a gene within the egg, or there's a gene within the organism that causes the tail to not be long, but instead short. Technically, if they wanted to muck around, they could already do that, and it'd just be probably whatever they're gonna charge for the wolves. If they charge anything for the wolves, because we don't know how long they're gonna live, is the other thing. Because CRISPR has some really rough side effects on animals and people that it's used on. I have mammoth mice, now 100% mammoth blood in a mice. Yeah. Well, like the hair, I think it's the hair and potentially the blood. Well, like you said, I'd love to see the article on that though. Yeah. That would be neat to read about. I might dig into that. If they brought back a raptor, I don't know what I would do. I probably would want one, but I'd want to see I would wait for more research to come out on like how like their aggression, their temperament, that's the word I'm looking for. How their temperament is, how like what's the best way to, you know, be able to raise one? Are they going to be capable of being pets? Or is it going to be something along the lines of, well, we did it. Now what do we do? Kind of a thing, because they might not be good pets. So it depends. It depends. But with all that said, y'all, please be safe, be careful, make good decisions, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Day of the Diver. We'll see where I go with Day of the Diver. Could be any which way. So, good night, everybody. And thank you all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's go raid a zombie.